Something big is coming, and it's not just another season. Outlander Season 8, the final chapter of Claire and Jamie's epic love story, has leaked details that might completely change everything we thought we knew about their fate. The rumors spreading from the set are intense, some even suggesting that time itself will turn against them. And after seeing what could be the first leaked footage, I can say one thing for sure. This season isn't just about endings, it's about reckoning. It all begins with the whispers. Whispers that Season 8 of Outlander will open in the most unexpected way yet. Picking up right after the Revolutionary War, but showing Claire and Jamie at a moment we've never seen before. A fragile peace that feels too quiet to be real. For years, they've fought for survival, for family, for love. And now, for the first time, the battlefield has gone silent. But this silence carries an unease. Because according to early insider reports, this is not peace. This is the calm before the storm. Jamie Fraser, now older but unbroken, carries the look of a man who has seen the cost of destiny. The war might have ended, but he knows that time, the one force he's never been able to fight, still has a debt to collect. And Claire, still haunted by the weight of everything they've lost, begins to notice strange signs again. Dreams that feel too real, whispers of voices from the stones, and an unshakable feeling that something or someone is calling her back. Leaked dialogue from early drafts hints at a mysterious scene where Claire speaks of a circle unbroken, a phrase that sent fans into a frenzy online. Some believe it refers to the standing stones at Craigna Dun. Others think it's about family, about the Frasers' bloodline and the cycle of loss and love that has followed them for generations. Either way, it's a message that suggests Season 8 isn't just about closure. It's about connection, across time, across lifetimes. And then there's the biggest rumor of all. According to an alleged insider, a young man will appear in the first episode. A stranger who knows far too much about Claire's life. His presence reportedly shakes her so deeply that even Jamie notices her silence. Could this mysterious visitor be someone from Claire's past or her future? Fans believe it could be Henry, Claire's father, who vanished in the Blood of My Blood storyline. Others are convinced it's someone connected to Brianna's children, tying both series into one dramatic conclusion. The theories are endless, but one thing is certain. This twist will blur the line between generations in a way the show has never done before. The leaked trailer description adds to the suspense. It opens with Jamie's voice, calm but heavy. Time is a circle, Sassenach. What once was lost may yet find its way home. Then, a flash of lightning over the ridge, an image that some fans think mirrors the stones glowing in the darkness. The next scene, Claire standing alone by the fireplace, holding something, a letter sealed with the Fraser crest. Her face says it all. Shock, fear, recognition. But what's inside the letter remains one of the show's most guarded secrets. Some leaks claim it's a message from someone lost long ago. Others say it's a warning from the future. Either way, it pulls Claire and Jamie back into a fight they thought they'd left behind. This is where the emotional storm begins to build. For every quiet moment between Claire and Jamie, there's an undercurrent of dread. Their love has carried them through wars, loss, and centuries. But this season, that love might be tested in a way neither of them could ever prepare for. Because the danger this time isn't just human. It's time itself trying to set things right. The show's creator, Matthew B. Roberts, hinted in an interview that the past and the future will collide one last time. That single line sent the fandom into overdrive. What does he mean? Could this mean Claire will travel again? Or that someone from her future finds her before she can stop it? The idea that Outlander could end the way it began, at the Stones, is both poetic and terrifying. Still, for all the mystery and leaks, one theme is crystal clear. Season 8 will not be about losing hope. It's about understanding that love and time are intertwined. The leaked footage reportedly shows Claire whispering, "Even if time breaks us apart, it can never erase what we've lived." That line alone captures the heart of Outlander, a love story that defies centuries, war, and fate itself. Yet, as the rumors grow, one question keeps echoing among fans. Will Claire and Jamie finally find peace, or will destiny pull them apart once more? The answer might not be simple, because this is Outlander, and in this world, every ending is just another beginning waiting to unfold. If the first leaks from Outlander Season 8 hinted at mystery, the second wave of whispers has taken everything to a whole new level. According to several insiders close to the production, the season won't just explore the aftermath of war. It will unravel secrets that have been buried since the very beginning of the series. It seems the writers are determined to bring everything full circle, making this final season both heartbreaking and hauntingly beautiful. The leaked script pages that surfaced online mention a powerful scene early in the season where Claire finds an old journal. Its pages half-burned, written in a hand she doesn't recognize. The entry reportedly speaks of a doctor who heals across time and a warrior bound by fate. The chilling part? The journal is dated decades before Claire was even born. Fans immediately started theorizing that it could be written by one of Claire's ancestors, or perhaps by someone who traveled through the stones before her. Could this be the key to understanding how time travel began in the Outlander world? Or is it a message meant for Claire, sent across centuries to warn her of what's coming? Jamie, meanwhile, senses that something is changing. He has always been the heart that anchors Claire, but this time, even he feels the pull of forces beyond their control. Leaked descriptions suggest we'll see him face his deepest fear, not losing Claire to death, but losing her to time. A source close to the production claims Sam Heughan filmed one of the most emotional monologues of his career, where Jamie admits he would rather die than live knowing she's somewhere unreachable, somewhere he cannot follow. That moment alone, according to early reactions, left the crew in tears. And then there's the shadow of Henry. If the leaks are true, Blood of My Blood and Outlander will finally collide in a way no one expected. It's rumored that Henry, Claire's father from the prequel timeline, has indeed crossed through the stones, but not by choice. His arrival in the 18th century brings with it a ripple effect that distorts time itself. A source described it as a wound in history that won't heal. Imagine Claire seeing her father standing before her, alive, confused, and unaware that decades have passed. That emotional reunion alone could be one of the most powerful scenes in television history. But the question remains, why is Henry there? And more importantly, what will his arrival mean for the Frasers' future? One theory that's caught fire online suggests that Henry's presence might be the key to stopping the strange time distortions surrounding Fraser's Ridge. Another claims that his journey is what causes the timeline to fracture in the first place. Either way, it's becoming clear that Season 8 won't just wrap up the love story between Claire and Jamie. It will redefine the entire Outlander universe. The emotional intensity of this season is already being called the series' most mature and introspective. The Revolutionary War may have ended, but the cost of survival lingers like a ghost. People have lost homes, families, and faith. And through it all, the Frasers are trying to rebuild, holding on to fragments of peace even as fate circles them like a storm. Leaked stills from the set show Claire tending to wounded soldiers in a makeshift field hospital, echoes of her past as a World War II nurse. It's a cruel reminder that no matter what era she's in, she can never escape the pain of war. But there's also light amid the darkness. A touching rumor suggests that one episode will focus entirely on letters exchanged between Claire and Jamie over the years, letters they never meant to send, but wrote to keep their love alive through time. These moments of quiet reflection are said to contrast sharply with the chaos surrounding them, making each word hit harder. It's this duality, hope and despair, life and death, love and loss, that has always made Outlander unforgettable. As the leaks continue, one of the biggest questions fans are asking is, how will it end? Will Claire and Jamie die together, their love finally escaping time's grasp? Or will one be left behind once again, forced to live with the ache of memories? The production team has been extremely secretive, but there's a haunting quote floating around from an early draft of the finale. Claire supposedly says, "If time demand a price, then let it take me first." It's a line that carries the weight of everything she's endured, a woman who has lived through centuries, wars, and miracles, still willing to sacrifice herself for love. And yet, for every tear-jerking rumor, there's also excitement. The final season reportedly features flashbacks to the early days of Claire and Jamie's love, mirroring their past with their present. These moments will remind fans of what made them fall in love with the show in the first place. The tenderness, the fire, and the unbreakable bond between two souls who were never supposed to meet, yet somehow always find their way back to each other. By the end of the first half of the season, the tone shifts dramatically. The leaks suggest that something catastrophic happens at Fraser's Ridge, a sign that the balance of time has been broken. The stones begin to react again, the air thick with that strange humming sound fans know too well. Claire realizes that her father's arrival was only the beginning, and the true danger lies in what follows. The past and future are bleeding into each other, and soon, even Jamie will have to confront the possibility that their love might demand one final sacrifice. Every rumor, every leaked line, points toward one devastating truth. Outlander Season 8 isn't just a goodbye. It's the final battle between love and time. And for the Frasers, that battle might come at the highest price imaginable as the final curtain of Outlander begins to draw. The leaks surrounding Season 8 grow even more haunting. It's said that everything the series has built toward, the love, the loss, the battles through centuries, will collide in one final act that's both devastating and deeply poetic. The whispers from inside the production suggest that this last season will take us to places where time no longer behaves like a line, but a circle, where the past, present, and future collapse into one final moment of truth for Claire and Jamie Fraser. The story reportedly reaches its emotional peak when Claire finally discovers the truth behind her father Henry's disappearance. According to a leaked plot outline, Henry didn't simply fall through the stones by accident. He was sent, guided by a mysterious force connected to the very heart of the standing stones themselves. The leak claims that in one of the most shocking revelations of the entire series, Henry reveals that Claire was never meant to travel alone. The power that drew her through time was never random. It was part of something much older and more deliberate. The stones, as Henry describes them, are witnesses of love and loss, allowing certain souls to find their way across time when the balance of history is at risk. This revelation sends Claire spiraling. Everything she thought she knew about fate, science, and reason begins to unravel. For years, she believed she was a traveler by accident, a woman torn between two centuries by chance. But now, as the final season reveals, her journey may have been written in the fabric of time long before she was born. Jamie tries to comfort her, but even he can sense that something beyond their understanding is unfolding. Leaked lines from one of their final scenes together hint at the heartbreak ahead. Claire whispers, "We were never meant to last forever, Jamie. We were meant to change forever." And Jamie replies softly, "Then let me change with you, Sassenach." The tone of the last episodes is said to be both peaceful and tragic, a quiet storm where every moment feels like it could be their last. The ridge begins to tremble, the air thick with the sound of the stones awakening once more. Henry warns that the longer he stays in this time, the more unstable the timeline becomes. The fractures are spreading, small details in history starting to shift. Letters vanish before being read. People begin recalling memories that never happened, and the boundary between centuries starts to blur. Claire realizes what must be done. She has to go back through the stones one last time, not for herself, but to restore what's breaking. But here's the cruel twist. This time, Jamie cannot follow. The stones, according to Henry, demand balance. For every traveler that passes through, another must remain behind to anchor the timeline. Claire faces an impossible choice. Stay with the man who is her heart, or save the world that gave them a chance to love in the first place. The leaked description of this moment is said to be almost unbearable to watch. Claire stands before the stones, her hands trembling, tears streaming down her face, while Jamie holds her close for the last time. He tells her, "If time takes you from me, it will only bring you back again. You are the pulse in my blood, the breath in my soul." Some sources say that Claire steps through the stones, screaming his name, vanishing in a flash of light as the sound of thunder rolls across the highlands. Others insist that the ending is more ambiguous, that the final shot shows Jamie alone at the ridge, feeling a sudden warmth in the air as if she's still beside him, whispering his name. Whether she truly returns to her own time or finds herself lost between centuries is still a mystery the showrunners are guarding with everything they have. But one detail, shared by multiple insiders, offers a glimmer of hope. The very last scene of the series reportedly mirrors the opening of Season 1. A woman walks through the mist, her voice calm and steady as she says, "It was always him." We never see her face clearly, but fans believe it's an older Claire, years later, reflecting on a life that defied time itself. The camera pans to the standing stones, silent and unmoving, until the faintest sound of a heartbeat echoes through them. Jamie's heartbeat. It's a poetic ending, suggesting that love, even across centuries, never truly dies.